In this class, we expect ample room and comfort, but the Q7 adds agility, earning it a 2017 10 Best Award. The base engine is a 252 horsepower 2.0-liter turbo 4, a 333 horsepower 3.0-liter supercharged V6 is optional. Both engines pair with an 8-speed automatic and all-wheel drive, available 4-wheel steering, adaptive dampers, and an air suspension help the Q7 remain composed. The high-quality interior features the latest in infotainment, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.Go back about a decade, and Audi's Audacity was on full display. Its first supercar, the R8, had just recently debuted. The R10 V-12 diesel race car took the checkered flag at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The A8L W12 galvanized Audi's place among full-size luxury sedans, and in Europe, Audi introduced a hedonistic version of its Q7 SUV, powered by a snarling, turbo-diesel 6.0-liter V12 with 500 horsepower and 738 pounds-feet of torque. The Q7 V12 TDI was a literal heavyweight at more than 5,700 pounds and was offered only to its European customers for the equivalent of about $185,000, making it the most expensive Audi of its day.Since then. Audi's grandiosity has receded somewhat from that high-water mark. The brand has pulled out of endurance racing. The R8 may be superer than ever, but 12-cylinder full-size luxury sedans like the A8 W12 are an endangered species. The Q7 V12 TDI's successor, the SQ7 TDI, has lost 4 cylinders and a chunk of torque, and it's half the price. And here we are in a version of the Q7 that the market hadn't considered or wanted back in 2008, powered by an engine with 1/3 of that muddy diesel's displacement and cylinder count. The Q7 2.0 Quattro.Since. You've probably already glanced at the spec panel. You may be surprised, as were we, frankly, that with just 252 horsepower and 273 pounds-feet of torque from its turbocharged 2.0-liter inline-four, the Q7 2.0 accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.0 seconds in our testing, a not at all terrible number for a 3-year-old luxury SUV. This could never have been possible without the extensive use of aluminum in the second-generation Q7's slightly downsized body and redesigned suspension, resulting in the loss of hundreds of pounds compared with its predecessor. Indeed, at 4,776 pounds with the full tank, this Q7 weighed approximately half a ton less than the Q7 V12 TDI and is 309 pounds lighter than our long-term Q7 3.0T. The Q7 2.0T's comparatively lower curb weight also helps it feel nimble and responsive, changing direction quickly and predictably. But even with its optional 255/55 R19 all-season tires, a $1,000 upgrade from the standard 18-inch wheels, its lateral grip of 0.80 grams was markedly lower than the 1990s sports car-like 0.90 grams of our overachieving long-termer. We should note that our long-term Q7 benefits from the optional $4,000 adaptive chassis package, adaptive dampers, air springs, and 4-wheel steering, and low-profile, 21-inch summer tires, none of which are available with the 4-banger. Even so, the base Q7 suspension ably absorbs bumps and keeps the body from rolling excessively. That Virtual Cockpit display, in fact, was the highlight of our test Q7's interior, which was outfitted with black leather. While we've sampled several other 2017 Q7s with more stylish color schemes, this one's blackness was downright gloomy. Its dark gray oak wood inlays barely noticeable anywhere except for the center console. The memory card with our interior images became corrupted, so the photos in our gallery show a brown interior from a different Q7 2.0T. We think it looks far less dire, only after more time spent pressing its haptically perfected buttons and switches, scanning the razor-sharp resolution of both the Virtual Cockpit and the stand-up infotainment screen, and appreciating the sensible logic of its MMI infotainment system. Does one come to enjoy the refinement of the Q7's cabin. Front and rear seating areas feel open and expansive, thanks in no small part to the standard panoramic sunroof. We can't say the same for the third row, which is best left for re-ones or folded to make way for cargo. At least our test Q7's price didn't climb into the stratosphere from its $49,950 starting point. Even with the options already mentioned, the $4,000 Premium Plus package, including proximity key entry and push-button starting, MMI Navigation Plus with MMI Touch, smartphone integration, blind spot monitoring and rear cross-traffic alert, a power-adjustable steering column, LED interior lighting, and more, the $500 cold weather package, heated steering wheel and rear seats, and the $350 rear side airbags. Our test car was comfortably under $60,000, totaling out to $58,375. This experience with the 2.0T didn't necessarily burnish our enthusiasm for the Q7, but it remains our favorite mid-sized luxury SUV. Neither did it diminish our anticipation for some of the more exciting Q7 variants that Audi has planned in the future, including an electric Q7 and even a possible SQ7. However, we would advocate for upgrading to the $6,500 pricier 3.0T and, barring that, at least getting an interesting color.